And we're live on the twitch.tv/thexisuma playing the Hermitcraft, doing the Netherite grind. Today, my friends, we'll be going into the Nether. And we won't be coming out ever again. Nah, we'll be there for some time, I imagine. Thanks for bananas in chat, Mayschool Floyne, Lucaro, Forgil, Estelian, Soundwave Hope. Appreciate it ever so much. Lets me know that we're live on the twitch.tv/thexisuma, and I can see it on my other screen. I can see it over there. So. Netherite grind, eh? Don't do this too often. In fact, I haven't done it since Season 7, now that I think about it, because I didn't do it last season. It was a short season, and I was like, I can't be bothered. Welcome to all the peeps tuning in, saying hello in chat. You're all welcome here. We are getting prepped. Gonna could do with some more wood in the inventory. I need to think about things to take with me, and also need to clear out this inventory of just all the absolute mismanagement of items going on. Xisuma, my saviour from boredom, says somebody. Glad to be of service. When it's season 10/X, will be the season be about you. Yeah, it will. So, you know, when it hit Roman numeral hits 10, you know, we talked about it. We're like, X, you know, let's all worship just you for a season, just because it's Hermitcraft season X, you know, and X is for Xisuma, and there isn't XP who? There isn't another X on the server, so it couldn't be about them, obviously. God, it'll be all about me. Next season, all about me. 100%. You heard it here first. 100% legit. Season X, aka Season Xisuma, aka Season XP. Who? Who that? We got more items that can go into this chest. Quartz goes in there. Wheat goes back here-ish. Oh, god damn, we got a lot of that stuff. That's terrific. Leads go in the ender chest. Along with that, this thing comes out of there. Shroomlights really need a home somewhere else. I need shulker boxes sooner than later, don't I? And the redstone needs to be put away. Right, and then, because we're in the Nether, now, I don't want to overdo this, but I'll overdo it. We're going to take that stuff. Yeah, what else do we want when we're in there? It's kind of, this combo's kind of good, so we're going to use those to make beds, obviously. God. Isn't it obvious? Morberix77, thank you for 36 months, saying free babies. Indeed, you can do the math. RL Ferraro. Wait a minute, is it? Free babies is, just thinking, hang on, free nines is under 30, so that you can't do math. You can't do the math. You're confusing me with your lies. RL Pharaoh 8, thank you for 21 months. And James Drew 27, the one, the only. It's Evil X. I've got to press the button. Standard car payment length 72. Why do I feel like I don't understand this? Thank you, my dude. Will there be an apocalypse end to Season 9, says Cool Guy. Oh, yes. 2 weeks into the season. Let me spoil the ending for you. So, instead of the moon crashing into the server, what we're going to do this season... Okay, you're not going to guess this, right? You are not going to guess this. Can anyone guess it? I don't think you can. We are going to crash the sun into the server. Oh, dang it. I just spoiled it. Oh, why did I have to go and do that? I gave away our apocalyptic ending. Dang it, we're known for such great apocalyptic endings as well. Oh well. You try. You win some, you lose some. That's what they say, isn't it? That's what they say. So we're going to be needing a whole bunch of beds doing this. So I guess we'll need a crafting bench in the inventory. This is the method we're going to roll with today. And I don't think we need too much more than that. We will need to make a staircase. We need to get down to the... here we go. We need to get down to the bottom of the Nether. We're at Y80, so we'll probably need just... I don't want to take too many. Y80... Probably a little less than that. That should do us to get down. And since I don't have any blocks to begin with, would be wise to take some from here. Cool. Let's go into the Nether. Someone's probably already dug down there and started this. Is my guess. Then again, I don't think I've seen. Does Impulse have Netherite armor? Not sure if I've really seen anyone else go for it. I did have a little ladder set up somewhere here-ish. Oh, what a guess. What a pro. What a champ. What a champ. Mine Hoarder, thank you for 2 months. Appreciate it. So, like, you know they say never... Oh, that's literally what they say. They say never dig straight down. Why does it have to be in a basalt delta? Like, why? Oh, God. I already feel like death is imminent. Part of me wants to drop down because I can take the full damage. X, the timer is stopped. Dang it, what is up with this timer? I never started it, that's why. I think I can tell it. Something like this. Start it. Hopefully that works. How about stacking sand to make a pillar? That is a terrific idea. Terrific. Let's go grab some sand. I could even make it the pillar in which the ladder's on. Yeah, the other thing is I don't want it to be permanent either. Like, we want it to be a gas-proof thing. So I guess we take a little bit of time at the beginning here to actually set up the route, the rope, the what? If I have any sand. Yes, I do. Cool. I'm immediately... I can tell straight away this is going to be a pain, so I'll come back and pick those up again. You could try to make the bed MLG. Oh, I think I know what you're on about. Place it on the ground and land on it type thing, but that's ridiculous because if I right-click it in the nether, it also blows up. We got to the Formidable Gamer here. With some cheers and biddies saying, hey X, what is your favourite build that the other hermits have made so far? Let me think. I love that boat in the middle of the lake. That's terrific. What else has there been? There's a lot of starter bases. I'm picturing them all one by one, and honestly, it's like really hard to pick a favourite. Doc's was particularly impressive. Doc's build, I was like, oh, this is really kind of like out there. What's this about? I didn't expect Doc to do it either, so that's a good tip. Obviously, Scar's tree is utterly incredible. Yeah, I got nothing but good things to say, but it'd be hard pressed to pick a favourite at this point. This feels deadly, because it is. It's literally death. I'm literally welcoming death right now. I'm saying, come have at me. Especially if a gas spawns. Come on. Get in there. Oh. Oh. Right, you are not as small as I wanted you to be. Right, this is about moving quick here because something will come and splat on me before long. I know it. Oh, gosh, okay, up we go. Whew. I think we've just about done enough. Because we're high enough up now. As long as the gas don't shoot into my backside, it should be good. And we need some more of that and some more of that. Thank you very much. Sup, X, says Valina90. Welcome to the stream, dude. When I do the bed method of mining, I bring the wall and wall down and craft them down there. Yeah, well, I thought I'd craft a few beforehand just to show y'all what we're doing. I'm like, we're using beds. Let's craft a few, right? And then I kind of realised, oh yeah, I've got to get down here to make a tunnel to the bottom. Aha, look at that. So that's good, but we got more work to do here. Before we even go and get our other bits and bobs. We got Unfriendly Ghost Cat. Cat of a Ghost. Now, Now, is the cat unfriendly or the ghost? I just don't understand. Is it the ghost of an unfriendly cat? Or is it the ghost of the cat that became unfriendly? Questions. Deep questions about life. Adaray, thank you for 21 months. I hope you're doing well. Remember to take care of yourself and keep up the great content. Thank you, my dude. I'm always on that self-care. I'm always on that, you know, my mind's on my mind. Oh, yeah. That's the thing. What I would say is I've definitely felt a couple of, like, moments again recently, and it's whenever I go look at the news. So as of right now, my news diet is not very much at all. I can't handle it, basically. I turn on the news, I start feeling uneasy. M412KS, thank you for the prime. SeanGamer84, thank you for subscribing. Everstew, WizKid, both gifting subs to Crostine and Don718. Thank you so much for the gifting of the subs. We always appreciate that. And if you hear your name being out, let out, read out, let out, let out, bed out, let out, what? Loud. Words. Gah. Be sure to say thanks in the chat. I was holding shift. How can I fall down? How can I fall down? Right, that is good for now, but we need to go further down, don't we? Use powdered snow as a water bucket in the Nether. Hey, that's a great suggestion. That is a darn... Oh my god! Well, we need more sand. Wait, I've already got some on me. Dang it, straight into a lava lake. But with sand, actually, it's not the worst thing ever, really, is it? Actually, if I do that, like, because there's ladders behind me, wherever I'm looking, I have to place. It's not quite as elegant as I'd like it to be. And really, I should be placing this on the side first. Well, this does not give me a lot of options, does it? So I think I'll... Right, now this is my fate. Yeah, I know what we do here now. I got it. One thing I will say about this, though, is when it comes to a ghast shooting at you, they can wreck your tunnel, because it's all made out of sand, right? Just gotta hope a magma cube don't get in the way. Why are you building it with cobbled deep slate again, says Godbond? I don't have plans to build with cobbled deep slate this season so far. I know we've done a little bit. That was more impromptu, but my plan doesn't involve it yet, right? My current build palette is sandstone and nether logs. Future build palette is bone blocks and then random stuff. When you see what we do later on in the season, you won't believe it. It'll be later on in the season and I'll come up with something new. You'll be like, oh, that X. How did he come up with something new? I really like the deep slate texture, says Caxio Music. Me too, it's a cool texture. I just don't have plans to build with it. I think I got my fix for that last season. Nirka, thank you ever so much for using the Prime subscription on me, my dude. We got Jaded Reptilian. What a username. Oh, and I don't have my shovel. Well, it's in my chest, isn't it? You know what I'm talking about. Hopefully, I think we've got just enough to make this work here. And I can hear a ghast coming to spoil the fun. So in theory, now we're safe to keep going down. I reckon a stray ghast will eventually destroy this at some point. Hopefully no unlucky soul is in the middle of it when that happens. This is very precarious, says XE. It's not that precarious if you think about it. Like, nothing can see me at the moment. The lava's all around me, but there's sand blocks protecting me. And we should hit Netherrack, right? Because we filled in all the lava. And we got ladders sorted out. Jaden Reptilian, thank you again for the prime. We got Lightly Lucid here for 5 months. And Goji Barry's here with the prime. Thank you so much. Tea reminder today, says Carls. Thank you for the tea reminder. I do not have a cup of tea. Oh, Blackstone. I did not expect to find that at the bottom here. It confused me for a second there. Hi is here with the prime. Spelt 3 different ways. How very clever of you. How very clever. And Comboy, 60 months. Evil X. What's happening, Comboy? Thank you so much, my dude. Hey, we got Biffa in here as well. Good to see you, Biffa. I haven't had any tea today because I've had an upset stomach. So let me give you a little curry update. Oh, here we go again. Oh, he's talking about curry. What's wrong with this guy? So I'll give you the bad part of the story first, and then the good part second. So I scheduled myself another zone out, watch a movie, have a curry, because the world is the way it is right now. And I ordered a fantastic curry. I'll tell you how amazing it was in a minute. But I kind of like picked out, right? And the idea is to have a massive one anyway. I've gone too deep down. The idea is to have a massive one anyway, but I kind of picked the wrong things. So I gave myself a bit of an upset belly. I also had like a protein bar after, and I swear, like, didn't I do this a while ago? I had a protein bar after my curry, and it just made my stomach feel awful. Anyway, this time it was like really uncomfortable. So I felt fine, I had a protein bar after, and then I was like, oh, something's not right. I think it's all like the sugary stuff going in. I don't know. It really messed me up. Brian, Lemon, thank you for 7 months. Lil, Mr. Mill, thank you ever so much for the Prime subscription. So, Lightly Lucid says, why do I remember the protein bar story? Lo, I need to get out. You've been around here too long. You've been inducted to the ways of the curry. Yeah, so anyway, rotten stomach. It totally ruined my evening, really. I couldn't do anything after that. I was just paralyzed. But I think part of the reason, though, is that I ordered like coconut rice. So for the longest time when I have curries, I don't get bread, I don't get rice. Too much carbs, right? Had a Peshwari naan with the last curry, and I was like, oh, it's so good. I should do some coconut rice again. But the place that I ordered from was different, and I could tell when I was eating it, they probably put a lot of sugar into their curries, I reckon, because it all tasted really sweet. I had a vegetable dansak, coconut rice. I tried the aloo gobi, as someone suggested in chat. That was fantastic. Sag paneer, which was really sweet. And then they had this other curry, and whenever you see it, you have to get it. It's really rare, okay? It's called a mohwalan or something like that. A mohwalan. Don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Okay, it's basically like a masala sort of dish, but instead of tomatoey, it's more coconut and almondy flavour, but they cook it with loads of cheese mixed in. And I've had it before, and it is really, really wonderful, but it was very sweet, and I think all of that sweet stuff was a bit much for me, and then having the protein bar after just totally upset my stomach. And so, like, I didn't sleep particularly well, and today, like, I haven't been, like, I've eaten my food, but I haven't really felt that hungry. My stomach's just been a bit uncomfortable. I did my workout. It was actually a really good workout. I got all of my reps done, you know, without feeling lethargic or anything, but at the same time, like, my belly was rumbling. You know, it was uncomfortable. So anyway, I actually feel all right now, but I just haven't wanted to drink anything other than water all day. So yeah, that's why I'm not drinking tea. It's not a spicy curry, says Godbond. No, it's not. It's very mild, but very cheesy flavoured, very almondy, coconutty. And yes, I just overdid it a bit, basically. Jaded Reptilian, thank you so much for the sub bomb. Very much appreciated. Hear your name being read out loud. Be sure to say thanks in the chat. We've got Alcor on Twitch, Xenologia, Loud Noise, Mirix18, Maddie Goody, PD Leeds, Rain in Raisin, Debt Sub, Saliva PT, Daphnis. Thank you so much for your tremendous support, peeps. Really appreciated. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to say thanks in the chat. We got Aiden JM1 here with the Prime. Asps is here for 35 months. This is a long time. It is, isn't it? I could eat veggie korma every day, says Raceland. Yeah, that's how I feel. I could eat them every day. I Okay, so I got to remember the technique here. I'm also like in the worst spot. Yeah, that's pretty much it, isn't it? Like you just, that's it. You just saw it. I stood in the right place. So every bed that we use while we're in this terrain is terrible. Now, I'm pretty sure the direction that I'm going in heads towards Netherite. I'm also not entirely convinced that ancient debris, can it generate alongside this stuff? I'm not sure. It might only generate around these bits. While I'm here, I guess I might as well collect some quartz. I know you can farm this stuff later on, but at least get a few stacks. Yeah, I'm going to tell myself not to collect that stuff like I religiously do today, but get a few stacks to begin with, and that'll do me. So we'll go over here. We'll figure out all the blocks and the amounts and stuff later on. Oof, that one did a bit more damage. And then after that, you need to spot the ancient debris. Hope there's no lava falling on your head. Oh, dang it. Do you know what I was going to do? I was going to get my camera account on while I did this. I'm glad I remembered. We haven't done too much. Let's do that. You know how I'll always say I've had a busy day? That's because I'm always getting stuff done, right? This job, that job. I thought about it over and over again. Make sure you get that camera account on. I'm going to turn this into a time-lapse, right? And I forget. I didn't make a note. That's the mistake. I got my notes on my phone and I didn't put one in. Right, I think the camera account is booting up. We've got the Formidable Gamer subscribing with the Prime and Mac G Mania here for 8 months. Thank you so much. Are you on a chunk border, says Conboy? Oh, thank you, my dude. That is a great tip. I sort of am. I sort of am on a chunk border. I'll take that. I will take that. So we'll continue our journey this way. Let's get the camera account in. Come on, ancient debris, show your face, says Godbond. Show your face. I think what they've done with ancient debris is all right. It's very hard to make things in Minecraft that can't eventually be turned like into a grind or kind of sussed out. Oh, I can kind of see that I'm going straight towards a lava lake at the moment, so I'd be wise to turn to the right, funny enough. Bit cheaty. Right, let me just position this camera. And we've got a donation here, Caxio Music, for with a donation. Let me just log back in. I'm getting all sorts of distracted. Hey, Season 9 got me excited about Minecraft again. Can't wait to get these exams out of the way. Planning on starting up a server with friends soon. Awesome, dude. I'm glad to hear that. It's, I mean, I'm always excited about Minecraft, but this new approach is really working for me so far. I'm loving it. So I hope all of y'all are enjoying it too. Night Sport, thank you for 11 months. Thank you. How much netherite have you found, says Magic? I found all of it, actually, believe it or not. Right, the camera account is on. Let's double check. Yep, joined the game. So I didn't actually. Right, let's. I'm gonna go. Let's go to the next chunk board a bit. Right, so it's there, and then let's go like this. Oh, straight into some gravel, and I don't have my shovel. My shovel, as it's known. Good stuff. I mean, whenever you find gravel patches at this level, it's always like, I hope there isn't lava all above it, because I can hear the lava bubbling. It's not that pleasant, really. Okay, so, here we go. Put in a bed, and I think what I wanted to try was that. Yep, there's lava around here. There's plenty of it. Question is, do we see any ancient debris? People are so hyped for Season 10, oh boy, I can barely wait. Yeah, don't go directly under the gravel. I can certainly wait. It's a long ways away. Doesn't look like there's much there. I don't know. I never know how much fire to punch out, right? Like, it has caught me out before. do just have to have a bit of a look. There's actually not a lava lake there. It's just one lava source higher up. And then in this space, I don't think there's any. Okay, on to the next bit then. And we'll grab a couple of beds. I can hear the squishing of the magma cube. Tim Tall Guy, thank you ever so much for 26 months. Appreciate it. Now this is probably a bit pointless because it looks like the basalt delta is over there. Kind of helps to move away, I think, because there's always like fire at your feet when you do the bed thing. Yeah, there's none here, is there? So now for the other side. No, couldn't avoid the fire. Got those particle effects or something. I've got reduced ones on as well. Maybe what we should do is put the explosions like every 16 blocks. So we put them here on the chunk borders, because there's that whole thing about the chunk borders, right? Eat some breads. Jody Baloney, thank you ever so much for subscribing. Carl says there was a good and bad part to the curry story. What was the good part? You feeling better, or was there something else? The good part was the curry was amazing. It was so tasty. The bad part was just that I had that protein bar and it totally upset me after. I mean, the real mistake was having... Oh! The real mistake was having the rice, probably. It was a bit much. All those carbs just blew me out. I also watched a movie called Atonement. I'd seen this movie, like, I say seen, like seen the posters or the adverts years ago. Never watched it. Totally recommend it. What a great movie. The first 30 minutes is like a bit of a setup. Like, it's a little on the slowish side. But then, like, after 30 minutes, the movie just goes, right? Like, it just gets on its way. And it is awesome. Really good movie. So, yeah, I recommend it. 2007 it was released. I've been watching a few movies from around that kind of era. Again, it's just a like a nostalgia thing, a sort of going... Like a coping mechanism is to go for like a certain era in time. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I placed the torch somewhere again. I'll have that back. Gotta stop doing that. Chat says, debris! Where? We got some, have we? Yes, come on, where is it? Chat, don't be trolling me. Oh, there's no ancient... Bunch of trolls. Bunch of trolls. Why do I trust you? Go back, you missed it. Oh, hang on. Okay, let's go back. God, I've got to stop doing that. I think y'all are trolling me. You're very excitable today, chat. Ah! The fire! Oh, the fire! Okay, none here. Right, we'll soldier on, you know, we won't give up. Right, we are on the chunk border, just gotta check that. Go back farther. Farther? What are you trying to say? Brah, you missed another. I don't think... Are you lot a bunch of trolls? Right. Right, this time we're definitely going to find some. I'm sure of it. Also, I need to eat. No! Place the torch! Dang it! Okay. Right, let's give it a shot. Ugh! Gosh. Oh, now there's lava everywhere. We'll never find any. Okay, right. I will persist. Is this the chunk border? Yep, so we go this way. And, oh, we're out of beds. Dang it. We are... Wait, they're the planks. Good, good, good. So we can make another 10 beds. Nice. I got no idea how long it'll take us. Like, how many beds. Oh, man, I should I can calculate that after, actually. We can go back and assess how many beds we used. And then, like, compare that to how much stuff we got. Ah! Right, None here, right? Okay. Oh, watch out for the lava. On to the next bit. On to the next bit. Here it is. Right, another thing we've got to do is do this sort of fast-ish, you know? Make haste. Give up, there's no debris anywhere. Go farm carrots instead. I will persist, okay? It takes time, but you will find some debris eventually. Ah! Okay. Punch all of that out. And there's no debris here. Dang it. Right. And there's the next one. And we got more beds. Oh, chat. Yeah, like, maybe I shouldn't do this, because y'all are just, like, losing your mind right now, and, you know, we could talk about so many things while we do this, like, silly little netherite grind that takes forever, you know? We could talk about so many things. What do you want to talk about, chat? Michael Stickle, thank you ever so much for 64 months, saying, wow, a stack of months. Playing along with the modded, all the mods 7. Dang, I remember that mod pack when it was like all the mods free. Now they're up to 7. How many mods are there? Ah, walking back seemed to take me out of the fire that time. It's probably a bit random if you can avoid it easily or not. So this one don't look any good, does it? On to the next one. Here we go. There it is. How's the gym life going, says Sheep's Monster. Going just fine. Just turning up every day and getting it done, you know? I enjoy it as always. So that's a lava lake. I didn't see anything before it ruined this area. I'd like to actually cut that off. Okay, and then on this side... Anything over here? I feel like it might be possible to cut that off at the source. Maybe not. On to the next one. Ah! And that'll be the end of that. Now we go in the other direction. Which I think means I'll relog with the camera account. And call that Ancient One. And then I'll log back in. Does he know what they look like? Do I know what who look like? Let's put that there. Big Merc says maybe we should let Kralis know where to find them. I'm sure Kralis knows where the ancient debris is. Just down at the bottom of the Netherite world, right? Oh, I almost punched you. Or picked you? The pick? Is that what it would be? Oh, gosh darn it. Very unlucky with the debris, yes, says Chris Joy. We've only just gotten started, you know. It's a grind, right? It takes a long time to find this stuff. Oh, I got that double sound because I'm nearer where the camera is. Let's get this show on the road. Round 2. Watch out, piggies, there'll be explosions. Yep, nothing here. Nothing here. Hey X, what Y level are you on? Maybe you're doing it on the wrong Y level. We are on 15, which is the most optimal level as I understand it. Oh, you don't want to come down here. Who's been watching The Last Kingdom? That's a great show. I really like it. 1 episode left. And it's going to make me all teary and emotional because I'll be like, oh, it's over forever. Let's get that. We're going to have to make some more down here as well. Dude, are you following me? Are you spy? It's a spy. Sent to suss out where the Netherite is. I see how this works. Yeah, problem here is like inventory space gets a little bit lacking after a while, doesn't it? I also would like that back. So, out goes that stuff. Maybe I'll put a chest somewhere and just collect the Netherite. Because, you know, community projects and stuff. Yeah, let's go back to the bottom of the thingy and make a chest. Well, we'll put it in here, actually. Oh, by the way, I picked some old sorcery today for the music, you know. I felt like it would match the atmosphere. So if you're like, why do you listen to creepy music? We're in the Nether. Doesn't it explain itself? You kids today and your questions. Back when I was a young'un. I've lost my torch again and I didn't even notice that time. Now it might be bright here, but that doesn't mean that's where I placed the torch, right? Kinda doesn't matter, there's all this fire and chaos everywhere. There it is, found it. There's all this chaos and fire anyway. Ah! Explosions. Dude, just stop going where I'm punching. Right, and then where's the other bed? I think I'm just going to leave that there. There's probably not anything behind it. On to the next one, as I say. Oh! Underground cave, a rarity for these parts. Now, I think what we'll still do is the thing that we do. And make some explosions. So that was not fortuitous, was it? Over on this side. Go to this spot. Oh, is that someone else's? Right, someone else's mine is here. Interesting. Oh, nothing there. Here's our path. He needs to punch all the fires out, says Miss Annie. It'd take a lot of time to punch them all out though, right? That's what I've been thinking. Okay, this spot. And this spot next. 2 beds, here we go. 2 beds, 1 Xisuma. No ancient debris though. 0 of that. God, the grunting is annoying me. Okay, yeah, looks like none there either. Punching out all the fire takes too long, you know. Just pour out a bucket of water to get rid of the fires. Ah, if only. This is the Nether though, isn't it? This is the Nether. Okay. Nope. Not our day today. Let's try the other side. Ugh! Okay then. Oh no, we don't want to go into this stuff, we want to stay where the netherrack is. Kind of getting a mix of both. I think I'll put an explosion on this side. Oh, and I left my crafting bench. I'm just going to make another one. No, go back X, says B Classic. Oh, I've already made it. I've already made the crafting bench. I'm not going to go back. It's not a big deal really, is it? Not a big deal. You missed one. No, I picked it back up. I got it here in my inventory. You can see it. Right, let's like that and see what we get. Okay, get rid of that. Doesn't look like there's anything. Also, this looks like it might be the end of the biome, so even though I think this will be not as effective. Ah, definitely wasn't as effective. On to the next one. I'll tell you what, mining that... this is not good. I think we should pick a new direction to go in. X, you are too much LeMayo, I love this, says MobSwed. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Don't know why I'm too much. Where should we go? We should pick a new direction. Yeah, let's go this way. Brah, says Archie. Brah! Brah! Oh! Oh, I'm a teenager now. Right, let's, yeah, we're going this way, so we mine side to side. The cringe, says Miss Arani. The cringe, eh? Believe me, I'm not trying to say bra as if I mean it. I just remember that South Park episode they put out recently for the teenagers going, brah. Oh, I remember being a teenager. God. Oh, it's terrible. I was a 10 out of 10 teenager. I was literally like a South Park teenager in that recent episode. So funny. Oh my god. You don't understand me! Oh. Only some of you will find this funny. I'm a teenager, but I can just say, come on. Yeah. Hey, I'm only messing about. Like, there is a thing to being a teenager, right? And like, hey, you might be one of those teenagers, you might not. If you are, nothing against you, but like, maybe one day you'll look back and have a little chuckle like I do. Okay, I'm just, yeah, we're done with that one. So yeah, I guess the last time I did this was Season 7, right? Have to have been Season 7. Not again! Gotta stop doing that. Sheesh, my brother is in his teenage phase and has become stubborn as heck, says Blue Raven. Yep, that's what... what you do is like it's a phase, it's like a thing you go through, and it's just it is what it is, you know. Ooh, someone else has been through these parts. Wonder if this affects the damage. Let's find out. Yeah! Oh, I'm on fire! Oh gosh, stay away. Okay, I think I'm done with this space. Ugh. And ah. Oh no, I'm gonna place the torch again. Missed one, question mark, says swamp fertile. We possibly missed one. I haven't found any yet, that's for sure. Oh god! Oh, it saved me. Falling off somehow saved me. Dear lord. Okay, so yeah, let's keep on going. Ancient debris, we are looking for you. Robert Van Cleef, thank you for 2 months with a love heart. Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying these streams. So, oh, okay, that bit's probably worth hitting up. And then this bit's worth hitting up. Okay, and then put this here. Bad luck, X. Hoping you get some brie soon, says Boy Kaij. Thank you, my dude. Yeah, we've had a little bit of bad luck, you know, but it is grindy. It takes a long time, but we'll find some eventually. And it looks like we're sort of going through areas that someone else has been through. That's actually really close, so it might be more dangerous. I can hear a ghast of all things, making its ghastly noises. Yeah, okay, nothing here. X, maybe if you do a spell before exploding the bed, then you'll find debris. Do spells even work in Minecraft? Surely I can't influence the game with a spell. They're not real, are they? The grind is real, says Retrospecs. The grind is real. Imagine if there was a mob that swarmed through the ground in the Nether. That would be terrifying. I would not enjoy that. We've still got loads of wall left. Gah! Oh, I didn't pick this back up. Kind of looks like nothing. And that's just going to be a bit of a mute one, isn't it? Oh, I thought there was lava above my head. Right, eat the breads, then move on. The only way to do a beacon. Oh, I would not do a netherite beacon. I do not enjoy the grinding for that long. I know Pixel Riffs did it. That was insane. I was just like, Pixel, what are you doing? I'm Fogel. Thank you so much for the cheers and bits, my dude. Appreciate it. Hopefully it will help us find some ancient debris. And all we found was lava. All we found was lava. Right, that's quite a big open space. Getting a weird feeling like, am I going near where someone else has done the same thing? Do you know what might be a great technique for this? Would be to bring a wither down here, but they tend to fly upwards. If you could have a wither like consistently chase you, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, look at this. Is that a crafting bench? And a chest. Brilliant. I could pinch someone's supply. I don't know if they're going to come back for this stuff, right? I don't even know whose that is or if they're coming back for it. So I think what I'll do now is I'll close our tunnel off here. I'm not going to go any further in that direction. And let me, I need to change the, what's it called? The old camera count. Give me a second. I think I got enough for a time lapse. So let's disconnect that. X, you missed some diamonds, says Scar6393. Thank you, my dude. I don't think there's any diamonds down here, though. You must be confused. And... wait, I feel like I just got all the noises in me and muddled up. Z Free Arch, thank you ever so much for the Prime. If I missed anyone, I apologise. So what direction do we go in next? Since we... I know that there's a lava lake somewhere back there, so we came from that way. I think what we'll do is we'll pick the next chunk and go this way. So, oh. Or that way. We'll go that way. Danny says, your luck has not been great. Unfortunately, it hasn't. Anyway, peeps, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit that follow button here on the twitch.tv/thexisuma. And I'll be streaming again, possibly on Thursday. Plans have unfortunately changed. So, I don't know what my plan is yet, but might be streaming again Thursday. You don't want to miss it. At this rate, we'll be back down here again. Okay. Take care of that. Do the other side. And like that. Bam. Nothing! Yeah. Can't believe my luck. When do you plan on doing end busting? Says me IR. I don't know. I think I probably should have gone for end busting before the netherite stuff. And maybe a beacon before the netherite stuff too, right? But I kind of like this season just... I don't know, maybe not overthinking stuff, just trying to enjoy the game a bit, right? I'd enjoy it if I found some netherite. Hint hint, nudge nudge, Minecraft gods. And nothing here either. Dang it, okay, that'll do. Why do we even exist, says Racy Land. Oh, why do we exist, eh? Let me tell you why we exist. I don't know, man, why do we exist? X, why aren't you using the Lava Walker enchant, says Ileana. Oh, I can't afford it. I saw it in Impulse's shop, but it's too expensive. Otherwise I would have brought some of that stuff. Okay. One bed, we'll have to craft more. Oh, well that's a lava lake. That will do me. Oh yeah, need to craft some more. And let's see how many that gives us, because we're starting to run out of inventory space here. Yeah, got it back. Wow, we are really like in the middle of a lava lake. On to the next chunk. On to the next one I do. Oh, okay. Okay, I've had enough. Might as well double check. Tenzo144, thank you for the Prime subscription. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Having a good time. Let's go somewhere else. If I can remember the way back. Which I probably can't. The Antif, thank you so much for the Prime. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying it. Maybe we'll go head in this direction now. Oh, is that? No, okay, for some reason I had like an extended bit over here. Best luck with pink bed, says Saw. How does that work? How would the colour of the bed influence where the ancient debris is? That one needs explaining to me. Because honestly, it sounds like you're trolling. And if there's one thing I don't like, it's trolling. Okay, it's just not on. Trolling people is not cool. Alright, if you do it around these parts, you'll be in trouble. Zulu West, thank you so much for 5 months. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream and having a good time. Hopefully you'll bring some good luck our way with finding ye old, mysterious, difficult to find ancient debris. Girl, we are having no luck today. Which way is our little pathway here? It's this way. Excellent. Oh, a bit more fire. Which is not what we want. No, don't place the torch. You're missing one, says Lewis. I'm missing one what? You never troll, Xisuma, says Phillips. Exactly, yeah, I never troll. Trolling's not cool. Alright, trolling on the internet is a problem, peeps. You can't have none of it. Oh, none here. And the next one, please. Bam! Ugh, I'm on fire, and it's terrible. Oh, the torch again! Put it back there. See, now I can't see what's underneath all of this lava. All this hot cheese. Anxious Live, thank you ever so much for your subscription. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're enjoying it. Having a good time as we try, at least, to find some ancient debris. I'm trying my very best. It's not going very well. You missed a gravel block. I'm not here to collect gravel. Come on. You need to get unbreaking and mending on your beds. Imagine that, eh? How would that work? Right, let's put that there. Yada yada yada. Nothing here. Let's do the one behind. Ooh, we might have found someone else's attempts now. Dang it, too much fire. Oh, I give up. I give up. Right, eat some food. Can you bring a cat into the nether, says Julian J. You probably can, but they might not have a good time surviving here. Okay, there we go. Oh god, it's very close to me. And I think, is that a pocket of it, or? No, I think it's coming out of a lava lake, dang it. Got to kind of look up quick, you know, if you want to see some. I think I might take a trip back to the beginning again. Inventory's getting kind of full, you know. How many more beds can we make anyway? 15? We've probably got not much room at a time. Oh, maybe we have. Anna Bombanana is here for 23 months, saying nearly 2 years already. Jeez, Xisuma, I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, very close to 2 years. Thank you so much. I'm doing alright. Thanks for asking. Oh dear lord. I think we're going to call that a dead end. Or maybe not. Maybe we just continue anyway. The lava lake can't go on forever, right? Oh, okay, it can. Now I'll give up on that one. You missed an oak tree. Go back, says Runewheat. And we're not heading back. We're not heading back. We didn't get anything here. So we only did a few explosions in that direction, then we hit a lava lake. Why are you not collecting the lava? It's a rare commodity, says Daniel. There's lava lakes above my head. It's a rare commodity. God, you're trolling, you are. I don't like that trolling around here. God. You'll be written off a chat if you keep up that attitude. And we got subs being gifted by the one, the only, the Jez. To Chavez, Submotion, Squirrel Warden, 7 Miller Light, Celestial Moss. Thank you for gifting those subs. Appreciate it as always. If you hear your name being read out loud, be sure to say thanks in the chat. And we got Mr. Chris here with the Prime. Thank you so much, my dude. 3,600 peeps have tuned in today. Incredible. Thank you for coming by. Obviously, it's a bit of a grindy stream. The next one, I imagine, will be potentially a creative stream. Let me think. I need to do some wasteland stuff. I need to do some redstoning. And I need to do some... Well, I'm glad I noticed that. Goodness me. Right. I think what we should do is head out of here, because we've had very little luck, and apparently I need to mend my helmet. Having XP bottles about now would be amazing, wouldn't it? We get away with one more. It's 2 per explosion. I think we can get away with one more. Hopefully this time, okay, we're heading out of here. Let's have a little bit of luck. Fingers crossed in the chat. Go. Nothing. Well, I gave it my best shot, peeps, but we got to go repair that helmet. Is this the way? I think this is the way. This is the way. Aha. Let's drop off some of that. Some of this. Wrap. With some of this and some of that. Beautiful, beautiful. What is the time? We've been streaming for an hour. You know what that means, peeps? It's time for me to stand up. I need to change my posture, because I care. Care about my posture. God. Clearly an old man. Oh, I must hydrate too. So annoying when you can't find anything, says Knee Green. Yeah, I know. It's been a bit of an annoying stream, hasn't it, really? Not finding any. Sacrifice your torch for good luck. I will not sacrifice the good luck torch. Hydrate or dihydrate? Yeah. What one do you want? Oh, hilarious. Really recommend Jack Reacher. Great show on Amazon Prime, says Beetle Crown. Beetle Crown is an Amazon Prime employee. I'm sure of it. You and your random suggestion. That show, I've seen it advertised. I don't know. You know how it is. You see an advert, you get an impression. It didn't really make me think much. I'm looking forward to the end of the Last Kingdom, though. That's such a great show. Really well written. I'm Uhtred, son of Uhtred. Excuse me, not me. The guy in the show. God. Right, burping. That was disgusting. Might need a bit more wood. Might need a bit more wool. There's actually more wool right there. So that'll get us through this next part of the grind. Might have to buy some from Vintage Beef. But I'm going to burp again. What is with me? Excuse me, it's all that water going through my system. More breads. Oh yeah, very important. Repair the helmet. X is just mining for netherrack, not ancient debris. Yeah, I'm getting some netherrack while I do it, right? It's TMI o'clock again, says Curls of Doom. I got an itchy bum. I don't have an itchy bum. I just felt like being a goofball. Hey X, have you watched The Truman Show? If you have, what do you think of it? I like that movie. It's been quite a while since I watched it though. I feel like those sorts of movies are usually like a bit of a metaphor for something else in life, right? But it's been a while since I've seen it and thought about it. He's in a silly, goofy mood, says Untrustful Fool. That's true, but not when I'm grinding for that netherite. I'm dead serious about getting my hands on some today. It's okay. You got an itch? Scratch it. Well, I'll scratch. Well, actually, no. Scratching isn't always good. Don't scratch too much, right? Dude, where's the skeletons at, homie? Come on. Thanks. Bit late on the scene. Yeah, I guess all of my armor needs a little bit of a repair after that. Did you find any Cinnabuns, X? I was wondering. something of you take less damage if you place the bed one block lower with it level with your feet. I think you're trying to troll me, and we don't appreciate trolling around here because you're supposed to place it with a block above to shield yourself from the explosion. You think you're so clever with your trolling. Second nether with Hermit with Netherite. Good times with Scar was the first. Oh, Scar did it. Okay. Also, I haven't really thought about how much I need in total. Like, 4 pieces, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh wait, we sort of already counted that. 9, 10. I need 10 pieces. Technically, I don't really need to do this. I mean, what do I actually need to do? Okay, my mending pick kind of repairs itself, so that's not a priority. This one, definitely for the durability and eventually mining with a beacon. I'm not sure. I think there's like 1 or 2 materials where it's not really important, but like netherite, you can instant mine with a beacon. So it's really about durability, and then obviously you want it on your armor so it's got the fire protection and increased durability. So top priorities are probably just the pick and then these. And the sword isn't really much of a priority, so for now I could probably get away with 5 pieces if I could find any. Scar got a netherite hoe his first episode. Dang, that's dedication. That's serious. Serious dedication. Do you get it? Because the advancement thing. Yeah, I think you get it. Go rewatch your stream and you'll see there's debris, says Dragon. Oh, did I miss some? Oh, I'll have to rewatch it after the stream and go find that again then. I wouldn't want to be missing any debris, would I? Oh, look at that! All repaired. And that's all I need for now. We're heading back to the Nether, my friends. Scar set his spawn in the Nether and died the same episode. You can't set your spawn in the Nether. You can't do that. Can you say hi to my doggo Fitz? I will say hi to your doggo Fitz and I'll give your doggo a shout out. Alright, I'm very well known around here for the shout outs. But they only go to doggos. Shout out to all the doggos. Alright, they're the only creatures that get shout outs from me. So kind of off the bat here, I kind of know that I sort of immediately need more wood. I think I've got some in my ender chest, so we're good. This time, where have we sort of not actually gone yet? Maybe we'll go this way. Maybe here's... Oh yeah, no, what I mean is go this way. Right. Ah! And scream. It's okay. It's okay to scream. Let's go this way. Free cats! Thank you ever so much for the prime! And shout out to your free cats, if you have 3 of them. Because cats are alright as well, aren't they? Aha. That's just on the back of another little area, isn't it? Ah, I love this song. This is cool. Right, we're on a chunk border. So we go this way. Oh, dang it. Let's do one here anyway. Just not having much luck at the moment, am I? Nope. That's the answer to that question. Oh! Oh dear. Well, I think I'll just give up in that direction. Let's go down this way and go left somewhere then. Maybe the next one. Left here? Yeah, we'll go left here. We're bound to find some... Ah! Not again. Bound to find some if we go this direction. Got a good feeling about it. When does a joke become a dad joke? When it turns into a parent? That's curious. Matsubu, thank you for 39 months. Peeps, let's talk about something else. I know we're doing the Netherite grind, but every message in chat is just about the Netherite. What do you want to talk about today? What's on your mind? How are you feeling? We don't have to talk about this. This is just a grind we're doing in the background here. Right, let's mine it out, place the bed. School has destroyed my spirit and my heart, says Coconut Fella. If you're being truthful, then let me tell you this. It did the same thing to me too, my dude. You're not alone. You're not alone. I don't know exactly what you're going through, but school was pretty rough for me. And I don't know if I've got any advice for surviving it, really. Just know that the world beyond school is not the same as school. I didn't realise that. When I left school, I thought it was all going to be like that. And, you know, school locks you into an environment with a bunch of people. It's hard to escape it, but you got to persevere and get through. You got to believe in yourself and be strong. Because when you get out of school, the rest of the world ain't like that. Trust. Haley Bailey says I was lucky and loved school. I wish I could have loved it too. Fortunately for me, it was pretty rotten. Someone in chat asks, what is the importance of sleep? Sleep is when your body repairs and replenishes itself. It's when all your memories are sort of organised by your mind. And so sleep is very important because of that. If you want to be a fully functioning human being, you need to get those Z's in, as they say. What do you hate about school, X? Says Bad Infos. I mean, pretty much everything. The only thing I enjoyed about school was probably the friends that I made there. And that's it. I didn't enjoy anything about it. It was a rotten time. I don't really like talking about it either. You know, I'll tell you it was rotten, but I don't really want to go into it because it's not nice to, you know, sort of go through all those memories again and stuff. It's all in the past now. And that's the thing about life, is that, you know, they say better days will come. It's true. Doesn't matter how bad things get, there can be a brighter day ahead. You know, things can be good and get bad. It's the way it is, but it won't be like it is at school forever. Let's try this one next. Yeah, and if I could say anything else, you know, don't let it beat you. Don't let all that hard stuff that you're going through define you. Don't let it be your identity, right? The way people can treat you in school can be pretty darn mean. It's just what it's like when you're that age. So don't let it define you. That's what I really want to say. Don't let it define you. It defined me for too long. And that was bad for me after school. I took that baggage with me for a long time. And it took me a long time to learn that that was never me. The way that people treated me was never me. You know? We got noises in the air. We got totally not Ethan here with the Prime. Daisy Savage. 2002 with the Prime. Blue screen here for 7 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate your support. How I think about it is there are bad days, but it makes the good days so much better when you get them, says Evulsion. There is a psychological component to that. That it's something that's been studied and I've heard mentioned in several different ways, and I'm not entirely sure, like, what's the best way to describe it, but supposedly, on a sort of chemical level, ultimately chemicals are responsible for your moods, and that your body like actually equalizes on the positives and the negatives. Maybe that explains, like, I've always struggled with mood swings. The last 5 or so years, I feel like I've got a much better handle on them than ever. When I was younger, they just used to rule my world. You know, crazy highs and crazy lows. But supposedly, your brain is going to balance out these feelings through the chemicals, right? So you can't just be euphoric all the time. So there may be some like underlying truth to that that's based on how your brain's actually working with chemicals and stuff. It's like there are people in life that seem to be happy all the time and whatnot, and other people that are supposedly depressed, but on a chemical level, oh my goodness me, let's get out of here. And that's the end of that one. On a chemical level, it's quite possible that these things always balance out. We didn't find any through here, did we? Let's double check on our way back. Better living through chemistry, says Haphazard. I know that as a Fatboy Slim record that I didn't buy. A Fatboy Slim record that I didn't buy. I brought Significant Other by Limp Bizkit instead. I remember that. I remember that vividly because I was a teenager buying a record or whatever. You know, and some of the first records I brought are like vivid memories, because being a musical fanatic, I would then go on to you know, really adore these records. Anyway, I just remember that one. I just remember having the choice and being like, I'll go with this one. Yeah, anyway, on speaking about school and whatnot, it should be said that just because my experience was bad does not mean that everyone's was. And if you're having a bad experience, like, I was hopefully just talking to you specifically, a way to like maybe help with some ideas and thoughts based on my own struggles. And, you know, education is important too, peeps. That's one thing that maybe I could have done with out of school that I didn't get. I mean, I learned some stuff, but most of the time I was trying to get out of there rather than stay in. And education is important. Ironically, it's now something I'm really interested in. I love learning things. I was learning about El Dorado, the city of gold, or at least the story behind the legend of it today. Watching those old edutainment videos again on YouTube. Fascinating stuff. It's all about how there was this culture that had a lot of gold, but they actually got it from another culture nearby, and they used to sacrifice it in a lake, and these explorers thought that the lake had gold in it, but it didn't. Right, Evil Angel JS, thank you for 15 months. First album I brought was Foo Fighters, The Colour and the Shape. Oh, interesting one. Mvile Matherick, thank you for 5 months, appreciate it. So, I think There Was Nothing Left to Lose was my first Foo Fighters record. That was also, again, a early record of mine that, like, distinctively I remember getting my hands on and enjoying. I never really, like, got big into Foo Fighters, though. It was just that first record. Zulu West, thank you for gifting subs. The Bouncy Bear, Drake Dog. Nathaniel, or Nathan, oh, I can't. Nathil, even? Nibris and Badger Farmer. If you hear your name being read out loud, be sure to say thanks in the chat. Much appreciated, Zulu. Let's drink some more water here, let's hydrate. Phase, Better Living Through Chemistry is a variant of Dew Point advertising slogan. Ah, yeah, they got an interesting history, right? A lot of controversy around them. The points, they, oh, if I can remember it again. Always that edutainment. Always my lack of ability to remember the specifics. What GCSE options did you take then? Not a lot, because I dropped out of quite a few things. But ironically, like there was the one of my better grades. I mean, I got a B on math when really I should have got like an A star, but I just skived and ignored and whatnot. I got a good grade in English. I think it was a C. Those were my 2 best grades, and I was terrible at English, but my parents like insisted that I study for that one. And even though I didn't like it, it was like the one subject they could get me to study. And I got a C pretty much because I studied, right? Like, even though I didn't like it, and I didn't think I was that good at it, the studying kind of got me there. And I always look back at that and think, you know, if I'd have really got my noggin into some of these other subjects, I could have done better, easily. Are you dyslexic, X? I'm not dyslexic, but I have dyspraxia. I mean, I might be slightly dyslexic or whatever, like, certainly struggled with learning in various ways, that's for sure. So why were like the explosions not on the edge here, I wonder? Oh, maybe that's why. Totally Not Ethan is here saying, hey X, always enjoy your streams when I can catch them. You have mentioned education, and as a student myself, do you think university is still important in today's world? I do. I think education is immensely important and needs to be cultivated. Like, what I would say about university isn't so much about universities that there are now, how they're structured, if they're financially a burden, or, you know, certain critiques you could have of it. I just think that, like, whatever the problem is, make it more robust. You know? Make it better. If I could design my own little utopian world, right, and just have everything my way, I would put like a massive emphasis on education at all ages, and probably in like a never stop learning kind of way. Now that wouldn't be like everyone is forced to learn, but like, because it's my little utopian dream, it'd be like the culture just has people interested in it, right? We're shaped by our environment, so I'd love an environment where education was like accessible to everyone and enjoyed by everyone. Because I really do think it's like a pleasure to be able to learn about stuff. So community college. No, not community, like not as is. Like, I'm not saying, because you can critique education in its current form for whatever reason. Like, maybe you think community colleges aren't good, they're underfunded, right? Well, it's like, well, then they shouldn't be underfunded, and we should find a way to make them as good as they can. Basically what I'm saying is, like, whatever the state of education is, like, it's a good thing regardless what current state it's in, for whatever reason. What country you're in, you know, etc, etc. Like, it's the education itself that's important. And to be encouraged. I think I'm gonna be a bit cheeky and use my camera account, because I am just not finding a direction to go in. X, long time Hermitcraft viewer here. Started watching during pandemic. Alright. When you said long time, I pictured like season 2. I mean, it's all relative, right? How has the pandemic impacted you both IRL, your internet job, persona, positivity and negativity? I imagine as I start to talk about this, more things will come to light, but immediately I'd say it felt like it put a lot of things on hold, obviously, but like on a personal level, I felt like I was, you know, kind of like on an upward swing for a long time with just mental health and the way things are going, and then the pandemic really kind of like put the brakes on that, and it's certainly made things tricky again. But at the same time, it did like give you time to reflect on what's important in life, and I mean, I'm always trying to reflect, and I'm always trying to find a way to like grow, and maybe like there are some positives out of like how the situation has shaped like the path forward, but maybe not. It's really hard to tell. So I guess it's kind of like created a bit of like uncertainty on that front as to whether I've continued going in the right direction or not. I mean, ultimately I feel like I keep myself going in the right direction, but it's just been, all of that's been shaken up, right? Been quite fortunate to not like lose anyone close to me. I feel like I've been incredibly fortunate actually on that front. A lot of people have lost people. You know, I was listening to a lot of positive talk about the world that we live in, having come out from a more negative perspective in the past on the future, and it's created a real rocky road now. Like, I understand that the path of prosperity is not a straight line and that there's ups and downs, and that we were, as a global community, sort of going in the right direction for the most part, you know, with problems and issues all over the place. Never to undermine the fact that there is suffering in the world and problems that need solving. I was really starting to buy into this sort of positive future perspective, and recent events after the pandemic as well have really just kind of made the doom and gloom feel a little too present, if you know what I mean. It's quite easy to feel negative about our future at the moment. So that makes it all a little bit of a challenge, right? And the old one day at a time thing comes to mind, I guess. That's where I'm at right now, just sort of in a one day at a time phase. Life still doesn't feel like it's back to normal. Seeing some of my friends more often is terrific. Maybe not as often as I'd like. Han Rosling's work in his book Factfulness will help you with that, X, says Curls. That was the first book, Curls, that really got me thinking. I mean, I started to come around to those ideas already, but that when I read that book, it really pushed me. And then I feel like a great follow-up to that book is Steven Pinker's, is it called The Age of Enlightenment or something like that? Another just terrific book that really goes even deeper than, well, I mean, it's all based on statistics and stuff, but Hans is like an introduction and Steven Pinker is like really getting into the weeds of this stuff. Right, using my cheaty cam, I think what we should do is go down this person's tunnel. As you can see, it's over there. And we'll go in that direction. Ish. Is it on a border? It's not on a chunk border, so we'll go alongside their tunnel at this level. That seems to be a good way to go. Are you in favour of vaccines? I've been watching since season 3, says General Skywalker. Yeah, I'm not like a I don't want to say I'm like pro-vaccine, like everyone should get one. You know, I think we should respect when people are skeptical about it. But for me, I am happy to trust in the science, because I have spent a lot of time on my little edutainment stuff on YouTube, right? Enjoying all that learning. Actually learning about vaccines and pandemics before any of this happened. So when the language of it came to be and the vaccine rollout effort got underway, I was kind of on board with all of it, and still am, really. But one thing I think is really important to think about is how everything has to be so immediate, right? We're trying to respond to a situation, and this is potentially the best tool that we got. But too often do we think like very immediately in black and white terms about if what we're currently doing is wrong or right, good enough or not. And the reality is, it will take like over 100 years to fully assess all of the data that we have around this pandemic and fully understand it. That's the same with the influenza virus from 100 years ago. They still analyze the data and learn things about it. We're in the darkness trying to find the light. And unfortunately, we haven't all been moving in the same direction together. I think part of that is because naturally as people we will end up having differing opinions and whatnot. But yeah, you know, imagine 100 years in the future where some future historians are studying COVID-19 pandemic. Think about how different they'll talk about it, and they'll look at it, because they won't have a vested interest in the current situation like we all do. And it tends to both unify us and drive us apart. It creates a lot of miraculous effort in terms of all the things people have had to do to keep society going along this time, and all our health workers and all the people figuring out the vaccine at just a miraculous pace. Like, it's really quite incredible. And then we have all the polarization and the politicization of all the different things around the pandemic. It's almost like it's just the human condition playing out sometimes, right? It's just the way it is, it seems. Curls says we sequenced the DNA of the virus within a couple of weeks and sent it around globally. Didn't think we need 100 years to understand this pandemic. We have advanced since the Spanish influenza times. Well, maybe the way that we have data now will make it so that it's shorter than 100 years. But the point that I'm trying to make is that maybe this is perhaps poor communication on one part, but you know, what we're told to do, or what is believed to be the best practice, changes as we understand the data, and that's often been misunderstood for, I don't know, less favourable intent or something nefarious. I am truly lost down here. So what I'm getting at is, yeah, maybe we can get data around faster, but it will still take time to understand it all. As we've been getting more data in, we update and change what we believe is the best thing to do. But then when the time comes years on, when the event is air quotes over and people are reflecting on it, they'll still be able to learn more and more about the situation. So that's kind of what I'm getting at, is that if you just think about like other historical events, just pick anything, and then think about how indifferent you are to it in a way, because it happened so long ago. And then the way that you would look back at that and think about it, you'd have a totally different way of expressing and understanding what it is. I think this is the beginning. Bosnian says everything doesn't need to be philosophical, some things are just simple. I mean, maybe the fact that something can be simple in a unbelievably complicated world is a philosophical way of thinking things. Okay, I can see I went way past it. Also, what way am I facing right now? Okay, so we need to go here and left. X, which scenario would you consider realistic for humanity to unite under a single banner, says Surprise T. I think we could if we had something like COVID that was way worse. I think one of the problems with COVID is that it was quite mild. And like, to say we overreacted, I think is a little unfair. This is just like the lack of pandemic preparedness. It was almost inevitable that something like this would lead to chaos, but I think something that was worse could potentially unite us. But like alien invasion, basically. Like, we're very tribal, and we can be enlightened to think past our tribal nature, but we're still very tribal. And you know, you see like rivalries based on zip codes, towns or whatever. It's like at football hooligans, your team, our team, fighting and gobbing off at each other. But then when it's England, oh, we're all arm in arms and now we're gobbing off at some other country, you know? So like, the weird thing about tribalism is that it occurs at small levels and builds up to big levels, and people that are wrapped up in it, I'm not sure they notice that. I'm not sure they realise how it is like that. So if something comes as a threat from outside of space and threatens us all together, then we're put into the same camp, you know, and it'll be Earth versus the aliens. It'll be like Starship Troopers or something. Where's the white wall one? Oh, skimmed right past it. Well, beef, enjoy the diamonds. People under 30 almost never get heart attacks, but my dad has picked up 20 people under 30 with heart attacks in the ambulance, says General Skywalker. I mean, that could be down to many things, right? The lifestyles change as culture changes, and it could be a symptom of that. People's diet. There's quite a few things I could potentially think of as a cause of that, but I wouldn't actually know for an anecdotal story. Nah, didn't you watch Don't Look Up, says Dr. D Rank? I did, and I think that movie was really entertaining and thought-provoking, but if you analyse it, I think, on a bit of a deeper level, it has some flaws with the way it presents some of its arguments, but it paints a pretty, like, dire and bleak portrayal of us, of humanity, if you like. Maybe that critique is a bit over the top, who knows. I don't know, it was a while since I saw it. Right, I'm looking for a place to continue mining again. And I think I found it. If we go straight ahead, left, then right. Don't Look Up felt so real to me. It was uncomfortable to watch, says Curls of Doom. Yeah, I can understand that. I just feel like some of it, like some parts of it were just a bit over the top if you wanted to like compare it to the real world. Like I said, it's been a while since I watched it. That's just my sort of general memory impression of it, if you like. I mean, great movie though. Like, hey, where'd I leave my... Let's go back and get the old crafting bench. Dire and bleak whilst listening to old sorcery. Right, right, but like... I don't know what the critique is there. Like, is movie the same as soundtrack or music? Like, I like dark music. For me, it's like a form of fantasy where maybe like, you know, a lot of people like the superhero movies, and sometimes you like the evil guy, like the badass or whatever. For me, all that dark music, like the world that it conjures and whatnot, it's like a form of entertainment. So like listening to old sorcery, you know, makes me think of like, I don't know, crazy spooky castles with graveyards at midnight from like thousands of years ago with mystic magic and like all that kind of weird esoteric stuff. I love it. It gets the imagination going. There's a little bit of lava lake. Hey, the Jerks is here with the Prime. Thank you so much for the Prime, my dude. Also, Happy Cat 1928, thank you for 4 months. And Pixel Ladzami, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate it. Progressive metal is the best, says Penzo Oed. I like a lot of progressive metal. It's a bit more of an umbrella term these days. In the late 80s and 90s, it was a bit more of a established thing, I guess. Had a bit more of a sound to it. Got a message from chat from Kalshar saying, I'd like to know your opinion of socializing as you age. I've found now I've turned 24 and have multiple online friends, but only one close friend who lives near me who I could rely on for physical socializing. Whereas when I was younger, I had multiple friends who I could hang out with in person. Do you think this is the same for most people? And do you think the internet has caused online social friendships to be more prominent than physical friends? Yeah, everything you're describing there is part of a trend. I'm going to refer to my edutainment videos again as a source of where I've learned about this. This is like a noticeable phenomena that's happening, and I do think it's a generally negative phenomena. However, one thing I remember learning about it, and it reminded me of my own community actually, because the peeps in my community have had a bunch of meetups and have met each other and made IRL friends out of having online friends. And the one thing they pointed out about being really positive was that people who are forming online friendships and then turning them into IRL friendships are apparently having a lot of success with that. That's generally like a really positive thing. Now for me, I don't do any of that because I'm a YouTuber and I'm just not comfortable with how like I'm someone that people parasocialize with first, and I don't know, it's like uncomfortable to me, and I don't have a lot of friends. Like for me, I've had the same bunch of friends for years. I don't see them as much as I used to do, but I've been trying to change that for a long time, and then like pandemic comes along and stuff. I mean, I like stopped seeing my friends as much really because of YouTube. Like I felt like I had an opportunity in front of me to do something, and that I was going to really like knuckle down and give it a go. So back in like 2011, slowly I'd see my friends like less and less, and then it was ironically around 2020 that I was like, right, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to start seeing people more often, and then the pandemic happened. But yeah, so yeah, I don't have like a lot of friends, but I'm comfortable with that. Like that's fine for me. I value the friendships that I have. I'm not exactly great at making new friends, but I don't know. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't feel like I need it or like anything like that. So yeah, what I'd say to you is maybe these online friends try and develop them into IRL friendships. Apparently that's a really positive thing you can do. But it's part of a trend. Like all this internet diet that we're on is taking us in that direction. You know, the internet's supposed to connect us, but it seems to divide us too. I really do think it'd be fascinating to be able to live a life, like a different life, someone else's life, for a while, and then compare it to your own. You might be like, oh god, I'm doing all of this stuff wrong or something, right? Like in the past you get the impression that previous generations were way more socially oriented than we are. We're now more parasocially oriented, and you know, maybe I could have it entirely wrong. Could be better to live that way. Let's read these noises in the air. We got Tobler14 here with the Prime, Linus Knox here for 2 months, and Tumbleweed76 is gifting those subs. Oh, they're getting gifted. Jimbo, Low Fat, Elderudino85, Roll the Way, and Frice the Potato. Thank you so much. Appreciate your support. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Avian says this is difficult to do when you meet people from other countries online. Absolutely it is. But like, you know, if it's difficult, it's not impossible. Some things are worth trying to find out if, you know, it's worth it or not. I remember watching a video about this, where this one guy, I think, literally moved from like somewhere southern in America up to Canada just to be with like a new group of friends, and they thought it was like the best decision they made. You know, you don't know if that will be the same for you or not, but yeah. Oh, we're back possibly where we've been before. What's with this creepy guy talking all this weird stuff in the background? Said someone in chat. No one said that. I always like to say that. Oh, we got Captain Taco Face. What a great name! With a donation saying, "Hex, I recently had a co-worker who was very young and died suddenly in his sleep. It had really dropped my productivity and office morale, and I've struggled in trying to move forward in my grief. Have you dealt with anything similar in your life?" Not like that. Maybe if I thought about it, something vaguely comparable, but definitely not like that. I mean, I don't know in what level that is shocking for you, because it might be that you were close to that person, or it could just be the fact that they were sort of young and it just makes life feel fragile. I mean, I think whatever hardship you go through and anything that's difficult, it's always a great idea to try and find some form of strength or lesson from it, something to take with you moving forward. You know, like I get these ideas by listening to podcasts and a lot of self-help books and stuff, and one of the things I often feel like is like hearing all these smart sounding ideas, but like I don't feel like I rarely go for anything that challenges me to like find out if that stuff's actually helpful or not. But those are just some of the ideas that come to mind, my dude. So sorry you had to hear so sorry to hear that you had to go through that. And yeah, I would maybe just, you know, don't be afraid to confront it, because you're gonna have to deal with it if it's making you feel that way, and maybe try and find something of value out of the experience, something you can take forward with you. What's the trick with the bed, says Diego. It's supposed to help you find ancient debris, but we ain't found any yet, so I'm starting to think it's a scam. Also, I don't know where I'm going again. Where's the way out? Let's find it. I have to use the camera account, otherwise I'd be just stuck down here forever. I can't even see the way out. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I am... Did I just... Oh, I literally just walked past it. So if I turn around and go left, this is it. I think people trolled you with the beds thing, says Zarkin, and trolling is just not cool, is it? It's just not cool. Kennedy, Ina, thank you so much for the prime. Appreciate it, my dude. Appreciate it. A song I can't recommend enough is from a band called Heliung, and the song is No Rupo, and it has a lot of meaning to me and my family. Can you tweet that at me, dude? Norupo. I love Heliung. I don't think I've listened to all of their records yet. I should definitely absolutely put one of those back on the playlist. I kind of forgot about that. Dang it, I brought them all. Put them in my archive. I think I've listened to 2 of them. I don't know how many they have in total. I absolutely love their music. There's one song that gets like really dark and tribal, and it almost sounds like some sort of psychedelic satanic ritual or something. It's just fascinating. Why did we come back here? To repair our armor. That's what we came back here for. What was your reaction to Doc finding the seed, says FIFA Star. Doc didn't find the seed. Cortex found the seed. And I spoke to them a bit about it. I couldn't really like understand how they did it in like an idiot's brain. But it involves some like number crunching and math apparently, which is always super cool. Right, we're standing here again. What are we going to talk about now? Near-death experience. A few years ago, when I was in South Africa, me and some friends went to a safari driving on our own car in a tiny Toyota Yaris. While watching some elephants, one runs towards us and we have to make a burnout with the elephant running after us. It was pretty crazy. Dang, that does sound crazy. Anabomba Banana says it's high lung is how it's said. Oh, okay. I forget. I think I said Hilung or Helilung. Probably putting extra things. Do you enjoy the more light-hearted and downright silly side of metal, such as Evil Scarecrow and Raised by Owls? I love Evil Scarecrow, but only because I've seen him live. Like the silly metal stuff. I mean, actually, you know what? There's probably a few silly metal records. It's not something I listen to like often, but back in the day when all I listened to was like metal, I probably listened to quite a few more comedy-oriented metal things. I remember we used to listen to a band with a parrot or like a dog as the singer, like a literal joke where they got a dog to bark and put it into the song or something. So there's definitely been some funny stuff over the years. But Evil Scarecrow I saw live. I think I've seen him live twice at Bloodstock and once at Download Festival, and it's all about that crowd interaction and the silliness of it. It's so fun. It just fits in really well at a festival too. Dragonheart says, I saw you did a music review of Bring Me the Horizon, but have you listened to Poppy? Well, you know where the music reviews are. You can use the search feature on there and you can find out. That's what I say every time. But no one ever searches. Poor old X puts a search feature on his website. No one uses it. Farglad says, I experienced something very similar to you, Captain Taco Face, and I can say I feel for you. It took me a while to recover, but my advice would be to grieve together with others if you can. Don't just keep it all into yourself. I'm sorry you had to experience this. Wish you the best. That sounds like some great advice right there. Thank you, Farglad, for passing that on. Oh wow, I haven't heard Bring Me the Horizon since I was 16, says Manuel CL. Well, I don't know how old you are now. I mean, you got 98 in the name, so I'm going to guess you're 24. So 8 years ago would be 2014? What were they doing around then? I think that was Sempiternal era. You see, I saw them back in 2006, and they were not the band they are today back then. I'm still very fond of that. Opeth is the best metal band, says Pavel. Now, there's some bands where when someone says they're the best, although they might not be my favourite band, I can't really disagree. I think Opeth are just an unbelievably quality act. And actually, for my own little musical journey, at some point I think I'd really like to go through the Opeth albums again one by one. I'm looking for a spot with my camera account again to like get into the grind here. This looks doable. Okay, so if I come down gravel patch, then look for gold on the ground and go left, I think. There's gold on the ground. Aha. Yeah, this looks like it'll do me for a short while. Oh, I'm all out of netherrack. And we need to grab some of that. 7 bread? I should have made some more bread, peeps. I will take care of that later. Sporker Gaming, thank you so much for the Prime. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Sporker Gaming, almost like Walker's Gaming. Ah! The explosions! They're twice as loud. Okay, then this one. On to the next bit. What are your opinions on Mumbo taking a break? Completely understand, and have you ever been at the point where you feel like the videos aren't performing at the level you want? Interesting place to put a full stop there. That threw me off. I was like, what? So yeah, on Mumbo taking a break, like I think last time we chatted about it, he had expressed to the group how he was feeling, and I didn't want to say too much because I don't know what he had said to his own audience, but now that I've seen what he said to his own audience, pretty much was the same what he said to us. Yeah, the guy should totally take a break if he feels like it. What I said to him privately was just, like, you got nothing to prove, is how you want to think about it or come out of it. At least that's what I ended up sort of concluding at some point for my own burnout. So Mumbo has been like non-stop at it for 10 years, grinding away, like 3 to 4 videos a week. He's barely taken a break. I mean, when he does take his breaks, he pre-records a lot and all of that. So the guy has absolutely like gone non-stop, and I'm not surprised that it's like caught up with him. And he's absolutely killing it in terms of numbers, but it shows you like it's all relative really. You can be a small YouTuber and feel that way, you can be on top of the world and feel that way. You know, like PewDiePie I think has talked about it. Biggest gaming YouTuber on the platform, and can also suffer from this stuff. It's the nature of the game, and you need to come to a place where you can sort of be content with that and understand like your role in it, I guess. And for me, the conclusion when I went through my burnout, which I don't think I've ever really like taken a, hey, I'm burnt out, I need to take a break kind of approach. Like I've ebbed and flowed with it and had good moments and bad moments. And then I've even taken breaks at some point. In fact, I try and make it, you know, there's got to be a break or two every year. Even if you feel like you can keep going. The thing that I think is important to think, if I were to advise Mumbo, is to realise that he really has nothing left. Nothing to prove. Like, he's, you know, broken all the number records for videos and subscribers and all that kind of stuff. And he's made countless fantastic videos, massive audience that love what he does. And the pressure that he's feeling, you know, if he puts it on himself or if it comes externally, at some point, like, you've done enough, right? Like, you beat the game. And if you can think that, for me, thinking about it that way kind of freed me up just to try and enjoy every moment, do things my own way, and not get too kind of focused on the success, air quotes, of it all, and realize that maybe now the success isn't in the numbers, it's in me having a good time. That's kind of how I approach it now. Now, I ain't as big a channel as Mumbo, so like, you know, when I say nothing left to prove, it's like, for me, I've done this for so long, it went past any expectations I ever had. It's just been utterly fantastic. And like, I've made loads of videos. I've made the hustle videos trying to grow my channel, and I've made ones purely spontaneous that are really fun, and all in between. And you know, I'm done with the hustle videos. I don't need to make those anymore, and I just do what I enjoy. And for some reason it keeps going on, right? It miraculously keeps going on. And if it diminishes, if people lose interest, I'm fine with that. Like, I've learnt that it's not worth chasing that forever. And I feel like maybe for Mumbo, it's still like really important to grow and keep performing well and whatnot. And I hope he realizes that you just gotta get past putting that expectation on yourself. And like I said, he's proven, you know, that he can do what he does. I really enjoy your snapshot review videos. Can't miss them, even on a busy day, says Xvalor. I'm glad you enjoy them. I'm glad you enjoy them. You know, the snapshot videos, they started out as a bit of a hustle. Probably one of the more fun hustles. But, you know, I always like checking out a new snapshot. Who doesn't? But when I started the snapshot videos, there are all these, like, other YouTubers just doing way better with views and stuff than I was. And I would, you know, sort of compare my own views to theirs, which is not a healthy thing to do. And it was never really too negative, because I actually were going to make those videos and enjoy it anyway, right? So it was never too much of a problem. But there were definitely times where I would compare what I was doing to other people, other YouTubers, and sort of feel a bit negative about it. But over time, the other people making those videos, like Sethbling and Doc, they just kind of dropped out. And every time someone else dropped out from making those videos, I noticed that I would get more views, and like slowly it just built up over time, and now somehow I'm the snapshot guy. It still blows my mind a little bit that that transformation has changed. I do go and look at it occasionally, see what's what, and I don't know if because I'm using search on my own account that I'm just seeing, you know, what it throws my way, which will be my own content and content nearby to me. But as I understand it, I don't think there's like another like YouTuber getting more attention from those snapshot videos. And if there is, it's probably like in another language and therefore like outside of what I see on YouTube. Wattles says name tag Jimmy. I don't think Wattles pulls in more numbers, but hey, like I'm not playing a game of like look at me, you know, pulling in these numbers. I can't believe it. It's amazing. I love covering them. Feels like a privilege. I continue to try and cover everything really well and have fun doing it as well. You know, and at the end of the day, the numbers don't always speak to the best of quality. Sometimes it's right place, right time. Maybe for me, the fact that I just grinded it out pushed me to the top of the list, you know. And everyone has their preference. So I'm not playing a game with like theirs isn't better than mine or something. Just on a numbers level, as far as I understood it, I rose to the top on that one, which was just crazy. Just crazy remembering like back when I used to make the videos and, you know, mine would have like 30,000 views, and then like Seth Bling and Doc would have like millions on theirs. It's crazy. Because I always thought of myself as like you know, a small outsider YouTuber, and then at one point or another things shift and you realise like your numbers might say something different to other people now. It's like YouTube top trumps. Ha! Yeah. I'm kind of surprised that Ilmango doesn't get bigger numbers, says Benso. Yeah, I can watch other YouTubers' contents and have an inkling as to why. I do think it comes down to presentation. Like, I have a way in which I choose to present my content, and part of how it's come about is because I sort of play, I used to do this a lot more, now I do it more instinctively, but back when I used to like use analytics more and whatnot, I would take note of how I do certain parts of the video. I'm going to do it like this way today, I'm going to do it like that. And then I would see how the audience would respond to it. Do we get more engagement? Do we get less? And it gave me some hints as to what to do with my videos, right? And I feel like by understanding what an audience wants, you can sometimes see where it isn't in other people's content, for example. And I think what it comes down to sometimes is just dryness, which is when you're very technical like Ilmango is. Like for me, his videos are fascinating, but I'm really invested in what he's showing. Like all these technical things that you can do. Now, if you're outside the frame of being interested in that technical stuff, it takes a lot of the excitement out of the video, in my opinion. So what I try to do with my presentation is kind of convey, as I'm explaining stuff, like also convey my excitement and what I'm interested in the snapshot. I try and present it in that kind of way. And so I feel like for someone like Ilmango, like obviously he's incredibly talented, and I don't think that always necessarily translates into views. And I feel like it's maybe the dry nature of just getting straight to the details that maybe sometimes can hold you back. Hole says, preach Xisuma. That's exactly what I thought too, as well as Ilmango. Love his videos, but they're not for everyone. Yeah, and my videos are not for everyone, right? Like some people want super hype craziness, and some people love the cold, sort of chilled out nature. Who is it who's really dry? Cub Fan. I love Cub Fan's videos. Like, he's incredibly dry about how he does everything, but like that's his charm. That's actually his strength, I believe, right? Someone said that to me. I won't say who. Like, you know, just chatting with others about the videos we make and stuff, and I think I said something along the lines of like, you know, Cobb's content's great, but he's like, you know, there's something off about it. I don't know what it is, and they're like, he's dry. And I was like, oh, oh, that makes sense. And then I was like, but it's great. What is dry? Says Murder. Dry is like you're not. So one thing I learned to do with my content over time was put my enthusiasm into my voice, and learn to express not only what I'm showing you in a video, but also how I feel about it. And that is actually something that you can learn. You just kind of realize like where it is in your voice. So if you go back and watch my old "Hello YouTube, today we're in the Nether and we're mining for Netherite, and I've built a tunnel here, and now I'm going to dig in this direction because we're on the side of a chunk border, and we'll put down a bed. This will create a big explosion." That's dry. Like, you are just getting straight to the point, and you know, there's not a crazy amount of like emotive inflection, I guess you could say. But like, that can be really good too. I can think of quite a few channels that I watch where the creator has like a dry approach, but it's like that's what works for them. That's what makes their content good, right? So everyone's different and unique, and playing to your strengths is important. And sometimes, you know, depending on what you want to do on YouTube, maybe trying to, oh my god, play the YouTube game a little bit might be good for you. So I don't know, for someone like Ilmango, I don't know how they feel about their views. And for anyone really, I hope they have like a healthy relation with looking at that stuff, because it can be dangerous. Like, they can play tricks on your mind, those numbers. But like, you know, if Ilmango really wanted to play the YouTube game, he could change the way he does his content and try and find something that performs differently, right? You know how you'll hear people say, oh, like, you know, the YouTube algorithm suppresses this video, or often it's like, leave a like because YouTube won't share it with people otherwise. That's not how it works. Like, if your videos get people in front of them, it's a reflection of the content. What the YouTube algorithm is good at is putting the videos in front of the people who want to watch it. That's YouTube's business model. And they've developed a very acute system for this. So, like, that's the reality of the views that you have. It's for whoever wants to watch it. Like, YouTube is finding you your audience. So yeah. But if you can change your content for the algorithm, you risk sucking the enjoyment out of making them, says Titania Darkside. And that is, you know, a perfect way to wrap up what we're talking about here, because that's absolutely true. And like I said, I once played the YouTube game. There was a time when I played it and I loved it, and I really wanted to make my videos better and keep growing and get more views. And then over the years, that became less and less interesting. It also became my job, and then it started to, you know, create pressures in the mind and make things difficult. And had to grapple with that and figure it out. You know, there's a lot of talk about creator burnout, and a lot of the audience understand this stuff now. I kind of went through all of that before it sort of became a thing we discussed in the open, and I got my head around it. And these days, I just love doing what I like doing, you know. Titania Dioxide says you're the first person who has ever pronounced my name right, and now I've got a feeling that I've read it wrong the second time. You know, now I've got a feeling. How do you know where to place your beds? Says 2000 FPS. Just along the chunk borders and whatnot is the way to do it. I want to get rid of that now. The thing I was just thinking was, how many beds did we use? I wanted to keep count of that. And I think I can estimate that we started off with about 3.5 stacks. So let's say 64 times, and we brought 2 from beef. So I'm going to go 5.5 equals, we're going to take away 15, in fact we're going to take away 24 because we've got 3 beds. And we're going to, let's equals that, divide that by 3. I think we used 110 beds, around that much today. That's interesting, isn't it? Right. I'm not sure if I read the very last name, Noise in the Ear. Outcast Game Rock, thank you so much for 3 months. We are going to wrap it up right... Oh! I forgot about that camera mode. Oh god, that's super cheaty. Look at that. Look at what a cheat. We're going to wrap it up right here. Unfortunately, we didn't find any ancient debris, but we got to hang out together. Wasn't that great? It was totally worth it. I'm trying to wrap up the end of my stream, and I'm trying to think of all the things that I need to do at the end of a stream. Let's see who we can go riggedy raid. No one else on Hermitcraft is streaming. I think we'll do a random Minecraft channel today. Let's go surprise someone with less than 100 subscribers. Stick around, peeps. Let's make someone's day. Just because we can. Okay, I've got a random streamer here. At least I think I have. Right, and now I'm setting up the raid. Alright, hit that follow button before you head out of here. And the raid has begun. A massive thanks to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated, and cheered. Thank you to all my mods, patrons, and all the people gifting subs. Y'all are appreciated. And I'll be seeing you soon in another one. Okay, the raid is ready. You can do that now. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.